cast. I want to go through.
Y'all gonna catch me, right?
Tristan ain't even put it on
over there. Tristan over there like this.
Now he knows Tristan's going to be there to back him up. He's got experience for that. I want to go through a couple of his most important teammates. We will discuss. Talk about Kevin Love. Can LeBron trust K-Love against the Warriors if and when he clears his concussion protocol? We're not bringing the injury into it, but in general, if he's out there, can he trust Kevin Love?
Yes, he could trust Kevin Love. Kevin Love helped him win a championship. And I think having won that championship, a lot of pressure relieved off Kevin Love's shoulders. He's able to go out there and relax and just play basketball and don't have to worry about all the talk that we was having about Kevin Love fitting in with LeBron before they won that championship, how he was struggling.
I'll say he got three things that he does for them. He rebounds.
Excellent.
He's a great passer. And whether he's making his threes or not, he's still a shooter you got to respect.
Absolutely.
And so, absolutely, I think he can trust Kevin Love.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think he's one of the few that he can trust.
We're going to see.
On the team to do exactly what you just said. I mean, he does rebound the ball. We know he's going to hurt him on the defensive end. We know that. That's a given. But he can score in the post. If he has a mismatch, he can spread the floor. We all know that. And he is a great outlet passer and a great passer while he's in the post. So I think, obviously, he can definitely trust Kevin.
I say it all the time. I'm not here for the Kevin Love slander. I'm sorry. He is a contributor to this team. He is an all-star. He does a lot of stuff. I will say during the first round, his shot was just not happening for him. So they do need, and absolutely, it's not a fault of his. It happens to shooters. But as you keep saying, guys, they will need everything to happen. So they will need his shot to be on in this one. All right, can LeBron trust Tristan Thompson in this series? Byron, you mentioned him the other few minutes ago. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Now he's trying. Earlier he wasn't. Now he's trying.
You have to change that photo. Absolutely. Because, again, this is a guy that doesn't need the basketball. He can trust him to do exactly what he's paid to do. Set screens, rebound the ball, defend the post, and when he switches out, he's not a bad defender as well. So I think he absolutely knows that if he sets a screen, you know where Tristan's going to be. He's going to get his head under that rim, and if you deliver to him, he's going to be able to finish at the rim. And now the guys that are fouling him, he's making free throws during the playoffs. So that's an added plus as well. So absolutely, LeBron can trust Tristan Thompson.
Again, he's not a guy that you throw the ball to. What I need him to do, or what they need him to do, is just bring his energy, right? Around the basket, offensive rebounds, create second chances for us, be a good defender, and do a good job of defending, because if they're gonna switch those pick and rolls and he's gonna be out there, he's gonna have to move his feet and guard guys like KD and Steph on that perimeter.
Well, here's the question. That they didn't have him starting in game 1 of the Boston series because Tyler was like, hey, we just trounced Toronto. I'm not going to change my lineup. Very quickly, they realized they needed Tristan in there for that series against the Celtics. His numbers against Al Horford, if you look at Al Horford on and off the floor, I beg you, go look those up because they are staggering, the job Tristan Thompson did on him. That being said, he had to be taken off the floor against this Warriors team last year during the finals.
Well, that's because he wasn't doing the bare minimum what these gentlemen just said. If you're not rebounding, so that was the series where Steph Curry had more rebounds than Tristan Thompson. That can't happen.
No.
Right. But I don't think that's going to happen. I think definitely with the mentality of this team right here. Last year, they're like, we're the defending champs. Remember RJ saying all that stuff? Now they know, hey, yes, he did.
Here's the deal. Here's why you can trust Tristan, and we'll get to the other players, because his game could travel on the road.
Yes, absolutely.
It's effort-based.
That's it.
And offensively, the thing that he does really well, besides set great screens for LeBron, is he rolls hard, he catches, and he finishes. And so as long as he does that, he's got a place. I think he can trust him.
Yeah, absolutely. I was watching in Game 7, that in particular. LeBron, there were so many times the Celtics just rolled extra defenders to her. Tristan was the one who said, all right, here I come. Come and set the screen. And
LeBron will get it to him because he's an amazing passer.
Exactly. All right, LeBron, how much can he trust Kyle Korver in this finals,
Ooh, okay. Kind of trust him. And here's why. Kyle Korver, shooter, but this whole playoffs we've seen hot Kyle Korver, cold Kyle Korver.
Yes.
Right? So we know that outside of that, what else does he bring to the table?
That's it.
Not defense, not rebounding, not
defense against Jaylen Brown in this series.
He did. He tried. I'm not saying that's all we need.
That's all you can do is try.
But I'm just saying
they were ISOing him every chance they got to, but he tried.
If he's not making, so if Trevor Ariza is not making his 3-pointer, I'm gonna still play him because I know he does other things out there. If he's not making his 3-pointer,
Can't blame.
No, I disagree.
You think you can say
I disagree because one thing that he is a shooter, and I think he could get going at any given time because he's not going to shy away from shots. And once he gets it going, he is a big asset to your team out on that basketball court. I trust him.
I'm kind of with Amin. I kind of trust him.
Kind of. I don't
because of the fact, like you said.
Wait, we don't trust him as a person. He's a very honorable guy.
He's a terrific guy. It's no doubt about that. Hard worker. He plays hard. He moves without the ball better than anybody on their team. He's a great catch and shoot guy. We all know that. But if he's not knocking down shots, they are picking on him on the other end. And just like Boston did with Tatum and Brown when he was on them, they cleared out. They went away from their game plan and cleared out and said, you take him one-on-one.
Let me help y'all out. That ain't Tatum and Brown who's going to do that to him in this season.
Right.
It ain't no 20-year-olds doing it.
No. These are grown men that's won championships. So I don't think if he's not knocking down the shot, and the one thing I think, Tracy, with him, you can't wait to see if he's going to knock him down. Because by the time he knocks one or two down, he done already gave up 12, 15 points. So I think you can trust him a little bit, but you got to test him right away. If he's hitting a few real quick, then, okay, we can keep him in there.
I kind of trust
him. All right, this one's really interesting to me. I want to ask y'all about George Hill. It's his first trip to the finals. Several times during the Eastern Conference Finals, I had coaches say to me, we will win or lose depending on how aggressive George Hill is at the beginning of the game. Do you trust that he can do that in the finals? Byron, what do you think?
Now we're going to run out of trust.
Wow.
We're starting to run out.
And I like George. I mean, like we just said, as a person, he's a great guy.
Yes.
I mean, he's been off and on in this playoffs.
Indiana boy.
Since this started. He's been good at home, bad on the road. And that shouldn't happen with a vet. He's been in the league long enough to know, and he's been in big series in San Antonio and in Indiana, where he should be able to come prepared on the road and have a much better game that he's had so far. So that being said, I don't trust him. I mean, I really don't trust him as of right now. He's got to prove it to me his first couple of games.
I don't trust him, and it's not because I don't think he has the ability to perform on this stage. I don't trust him because I don't think he's comfortable. Right? I watch him play, and I think he defers to LeBron extremely too much. When he has open shots, he's looking to pass the ball to LeBron.
Right.
And that what makes me say I don't trust him, because I think he's looking for LeBron too often for me instead of looking for his game.
I'm also on the fence of trust. It's interesting that the coaches said that to you, because the first thing I thought about is when George Hill played well, it's not just making shots, it's aggression, dribble penetration,
picking up guys on defense,
and creating plays, being the other playmaker outside of LeBron that can make plays for other people. But you just don't see consistently, and I don't trust him.
That video we just showed of him where he's going to the hoop, stuff like that, he's underrated at that. I mean, he's not Kyrie, but
when he does it. When he does it. But the problem is he hasn't done it.
All those were at home.
That's interesting.
All those were at home. He's comfortable at home.
Second half of Game 7, I thought he was improved on the road. That was his best road performance of the series. But as you point out, these are not the 20-year-old Celtics. Certainly last but not least, you knew that we were getting into this one. Can LeBron trust J.R. Smith to go get those buckets in the NBA Finals?
Man, somebody give LeBron a helmet right there, because he's going to fall.
Well, remember last year in the Finals, J.R. getting hot, that was the one game they won.
That was the one game they won. And the other
historically hot.
The other games, he didn't get. He got historically nothing. And 2016, the first 5 games of that series, he did not play well. He played well in games 6 and 7. And then the year before that, he was non-existent. There's a trend. I don't trust J.R.
I can't trust J.R. You're talking about being a vet. His game should be able to travel no matter what environment. And you being the starting shooting guard for this team, like, your productivity is way low to be averaging the minutes that you're averaging. In this series on the road, he averaged 2 points. How can I trust my shooting guard that averaged 2 points against a young Boston team? No, I can't trust him.
I hope he proves us all wrong. Because JR is a great kid, but I'm with you. I'm with you guys right now on that. I can't trust him. Can't trust him
Helmet.
right now.
Put on a helmet, LeBron, when you do that trust fall. You want JR to catch you.
I will say that
pads,
I
too.
personally am looking forward to an NBA Finals with J.R. Smith and Nick Young in them.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Because that's
Are they, now that's a scenario we didn't ask. Are they
Right.
going to play at the same time? And if they do,
That would be good. Let
they
them
gonna
guard
guard
each
each
other.
other?
Let them guard each other. That'd be really good.
man, right? I mean, come on. There we
Dennis
go.
Rodman and Karl Malone.